Hello, everyone. My name is Datta Sheth, and I welcome you to this interview conversation with Dr. Nehal Shah. We at Shwetsai Consultants try to invite guests to write a blog for us or convince them to interview with us. These are phenomenal people who go beyond their regular task at work or try to do something startlingly different, which is for the betterment of our society. Today, we have one such guest with us, and to very briefly introduce her, Dr. Nehal Shah is an assistant professor in the biotechnology department at Sri Ramakrishna Institute of Computer Education and Applied Sciences since last 9 years. Her keen interest in women's health and her doctorate research on premenstrual syndrome led her to start a website, Rutuja, which is now in the process of being converted to a NGO. She believes in holistic approach towards health and spiritual healing practices. Today she is here to talk to me about her website, Rutuja. So without wasting any more time, I would like to welcome her. Hi Nehal.
Hello, Datta.
Thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Thank you. Same here.
So, firstly, congratulations on this remarkable achievement of going from a website to NGO. And tell us something about your journey with Rutuja. When and how did it all begin?
It got incepted during 2009. That is when I started my PhD as a part of suggestion from MPhil examiner that this kind of topic should reach to each house. So we came out with this idea to have a website, and it got inaugurated in 2011. So that's how the whole website and the research work was put onto the site for awareness and education purpose for people.
Yeah, it's been quite a decade of journey then with Rutuja.
Yeah, it's been quite long time.
Right.
And it has been like revised almost 3 to 4 times, looking to the innovations in technology as well.
Okay. So I visited your website, and as I understand, you reach out to women either through sharing experiences, writing blogs. But has it ever happened that women looking at your website found some information and wanted to talk to you about the troubles that they go through premenstrual syndrome? Like, how do you help them out?
Actually, in the website, I have kept self-help. One of the parts of the website is self-help. So
Okay.
if they have any doubts or whether they are going through this kind of premenstrual issue, they themselves can check it. So that was what my research about, that what should be the way out to help one's own self. And that is already there, but still if they are in need of somewhere help, they can reach me out. We have a section wherein they can write emails and they can send it to us, and we can definitely go back to them and help it out. And many of them, they are using the available checklist forms, with the help of which they check their symptoms, and they come to know that whether they are suffering from premenstrual syndrome or not.
Right.
And later on, if they want to comment, they comment, which also reaches us. If they provide their email IDs, we go back to them.
You can go and talk to them,
provide.
right.
And we have given a lot of basic information onto the site, so that can be easily read, and that can be easily understood with respect to the syndrome.
Okay. So, do you have a team or do you have volunteers working for you? You have a full-time job, so how do you manage all this?
No, presently I cannot afford to have any paid workers in the team. So it's already taking a lot of money input, because I got this created with the help of professional people, and I have a team to look after the technical aspects of the
So who looks
site.
after your website?
So
Okay.
when I wanted to convert it to make it mobile friendly, obviously you require some technical aspect, because that's not my area. So I have people like Jagdish Bhai Parmar from Brainy and Tejas Bhai Mehta, who looks into the technical thing, the background aspects of designing of this website. But the whole idea and the information input is from my level, and I do not have presently anybody taking care of it. I do it myself all along the journey.
So, like, you have to, when women reach out to you, you have to personally go and
Yeah,
nobody volunteering or a team
no, there
looking
is no
after
team
that.
looking after it, because I handle the complete social media aspect related to the site so that it reaches out maximum people. Every day I check the admin part of my website and
Okay.
see how many of them they have given out some queries. So it takes a lot of time,
Yes,
and
lot of effort and lot
yeah,
of
lot of
energy.
time
Yeah.
goes in.
Right. So, do you have any current research work going on at Rutuja?
Presently, I am trying to focus on what sort of changes might the lady members have felt during this COVID-19 times. So I am like doing a background preparation. It will soon come on the website, and also we are doing little more awareness things. Like there were a lot of domestic violence issues. The number rised a lot during pandemic. So to make people aware about the abuses that female members are facing, to provide them a platform that they come out with this kind of things, and share their personal experience stories. So that has been another facet of the whole site. So we organize those kind of small things wherein people can write their stories, and if they are really appreciable, we put them onto the site so that others get the courage to share themselves, and that's how the awareness spreads.
So, Rutuja is not just about premenstrual syndrome. It is like concerning all aspects of women's
Yeah,
health.
presently it has reached to that level. It started with premenstrual syndrome, no doubt. That it still works on it, but that's not the only facet. It is coming up with lot of holistic aspect with reference to physical, mental, and social issues of female now. So that's
Okay.
how the approach is getting broader.
You're widening the
Exactly,
work areas
exactly.
for
Yeah.
Rutuja. That's really nice. So, can you tell? I mean, just to focus more on your original doctorate research, which is premenstrual syndrome. Can you tell something to our viewers that they can practice, like about mental health care, especially during this time?
Yes, premenstrual syndrome is basically a phase that every woman experiences before they step into the periods, and that is going very unnoticed, especially as per my observation in India. Very less people understand and are aware of premenstrual aspects. Now the youngsters are coming up popularly with this PMS terms, but they do not understand what exactly happened into it. And there is a severe form as well that's known as premenstrual dysphoric disorder, wherein the ladies go very violent during the this premenstrual times, and they are facing more mental issues like depression, getting nervous, having cry spells, getting extremely angry, irritated. They beat their children a lot. They might be becoming physically violent in terms of living with their family members. So that is what the research was all about. I worked on more than 1,000 female members in Surat, Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar zones, and the research went on in many of the cases for around 3 to 4 years. Continuously, I was following a respondent for 3, 3, 4 years for each of their menstrual cycle. So that's how I came to understand
understand them,
that this
right.
phase needs to be addressed, and the only solution is that you need to be more educated and get more aware about this phase, because then you are aware, then you know that this is happening because of PMS. It will soon go once your periods strike. So that has also to be understood by their husbands, by their family members, because they are the ones who directly
So,
face the
can they do
tantrums.
something to lessen this syndrome?
There are lots of things depending on the symptom that they are suffering, because there are more than 95 symptoms being listed out. That includes physical, behavioral, mental symptoms, and it's not necessary, it's so tricky, it's not necessary each lady will show you each symptom every time, or even in every cycle their symptoms might change. So it's better to have get educated oneself own by undertaking a lot of good study. You just go through the articles and understand your cycles better, and make your family members also understand this.
So it's good if they make the
Exactly.
family or the
I had one
partners
case wherein no one of
available
the
for their situation.
exactly, one of the couple, they were about to have a divorce, but then their no lawyer could understand that this lady is getting angry only during this phase.
So it's like don't run away, don't run
Yeah,
away.
and
Something
somehow
can be done about
that could stop. Actually, they did not go for a divorce.
That's-
So that was
wow.
amazing to know, and this is a real story. This is what I came across during my 8 years long research, that this is how you can prevent something to happen.
Okay, okay. All right. So how has Rutuja changed you? Have you grown? I mean, how have you grown as a woman with Rutuja, or has it brought any personal life changes?
Yeah, I think it's very much related to me with all the time, because I myself was suffering from a lot of PMS, and that's how I wanted to work on it. So I started with it. I started understanding women's psychology more, because when I was working during that time, I realized it's more a psychological issue than a physical symptom alone. So I grew that way, and my science and my work also grew along with it. So I now can say I understand the tantrums of females little more, and know why it's
So
happening.
essentially, not it has not only helped you grow as a woman, but also help your career and research.
Yeah, and
both
I
the-
think it makes you more brave and courageous to talk about your periods, because still in many regions of India it's not that easy to come out and talk about your periods. So I think that requires lot of courage.
So, I read that you believe in spiritual healing practices. So, what is spiritual healing? Is it to do with yoga or any other practice that you follow? And are those practices relevant to PMS, or they are just for the mental health of
No, I
women?
think presently, even today, you will not find a single therapy working for as a cure against PMS. We don't have any cure actually against any of the symptoms. It's a symptomatic cure. So if you have a headache, you can just pop up a pill, and maybe your headache is gone temporary. But there is no permanent solution to PMS presently available in science. So going towards holistic healing and spirituality was only one way to find out the root causes, why this is happening at mental level, particularly at mental level, because in my research I found there is a lot of irritation, anger, which is coming on floor during this time. So anger is always something which is deeply present within you at some point of time. So I think that can only be tackled with yoga and a lot of holistic approaches rather than just allopathic medicines. And that's how I take a wholesome. So even meditation helps, even yoga helps, even acupressure helps. Looking and going into the herbs can help you. You have to check it out, and that's all this website is about, that
So
we are
you
trying
have
to bring experts
So
who
it's
can
not just one thing that
yeah,
can
you
do.
need to have a wholesome approach towards your health, and if something really clicks, maybe you are out of that phase. So that's how you have to keep on trying and checking.
Okay, so I guess that brings us to your website, Rutuja. So if you can tell our viewers, you can walk us through your website, what links are in there, what does it have, and how to write to you, how they can reach out to you, or if you can just give us the overview of your website to the viewers, and it would be really beneficial.
Rutuja is rutuja.org, and now we are also available on Instagram as Rutuja Women. We are also there on Facebook as Rutuja Shah. So we are there on Twitter with the same Rutuja Women label. On website, the name itself tells you that it's related to menstruation, because Rutuja comes from Rutustrav. So that's a Sanskrit word, and it's traditionally and in scriptures it's been used as rutustrav. So from there I have taken up this small word rutuja, and it has 8 good sections, and in one section it's going to talk about female body, what exactly this no menstrual disorders are, what are the symptoms. There is going to be one more section wherein you can find out online forms. So it takes only 2 minutes to just go through those symptoms and tick them out, and you get instant answer that you suffer from mild, moderate or severe
Oh, so
symptoms.
you can self
Yeah, you can
diagnose
do
your.
self analysis of yourself whether you are
Okay.
suffering from PMS or not. There are sections for doctors, teachers as well. You can even download the forms and just do it with somebody who is in need of. So I've kept everything open. My thesis is also available on the website. If some researcher wants to use it, they are most welcome to use the thesis and do more research on this topic, especially in India. And there is one section about good reading books relevant to the topic, and also the research papers which I had been publishing with respect to this work. Plus we invite articles from experts. So there are articles of doctors, there are articles of some holistic practitioners like acupressure people who have been writing for my site to tell that what can you do in case of PMS. So you get a lot of help from the website, and a special section for all the readers of the website. If they want to really share something, then we put their stories also on the website. So that's very innovative which has come up. And blogs are always there for the overall topics related to women, social health and lifestyle, and their
So they are
physical and
generic
mental.
blogs.
Exactly. So there is a good section of blogs wherein we do now I have started doing work with reference to awareness with respect to other areas of women's health and life also. So those things you can read it out, comment, email is already provided, so you can always contact
So
through
they
that.
have, like, there is an email
There is
address
a
for
there is
Rutuja, or
particular section wherein they can write it down and it reaches to
it
me.
reaches to, okay.
So we have that sort of availability, and you can always obviously
So
contact through
if
Facebook and
anybody has a
Insta.
problem, say I have a problem, I can just write down
Yeah,
my
you, and
problem,
it's not
and
seen on the site. If you write to me, it's only
it's a
visible to
personal.
me. Yeah, it just
Gives,
reaches
okay.
me. And if because many of the people, they are very hesitant, they don't
Right, they
provide
don't want to
their
share it in
exactly,
public,
and they don't want to provide any of their no email IDs or something. So it's very difficult to go back to them. So if you are really keen, we go back and I can reply back and give you more stuff. And in genuine cases, like I had researchers who were contacting me through the website because they wanted to do some research using my research. So I used to provide them material through this, and that's how they can contact.
Yeah, usually people are hesitant to talk about the. I mean, they may be open to talking about PMS in general or periods in general, but when it comes to their personal health, usually
It's
people
very
are
difficult.
not that comfortable talking about their own health
No,
problems.
it's really very difficult to come out with. Basically, many don't understand also that what is going on with them. So you have to read the site.
They may not even know that it is because of the PMS
Exactly.
that this is
There is
happening.
very little clarity about PMS and PMDD, particularly PMDD in India. And those who are really suffering from violent no episodes, I would request them that you should visit the site and have more understanding about yourself. So that will generate a kind of awareness with you, and you will start looking at your cycle in a different way. And that is what is important. Once you know what's happening, then maybe you get the help on your own.
You can find out ways to calm yourself
Exactly.
down.
Then there is a lot of help available once you know that this is happening because of this.
But you have to understand what the root
And
cause.
this is also it's open to like male, because many a times though females are not able to explain the male members.
They wouldn't
So
understand that they are going through this situation, and
it's very
they
difficult.
unknowingly worsen the.
And children are suffering more. Husbands, because they are the first one to have a direct contact with female members, so there is a lot of then verbal abuse between the two during this phase. So if even the male members of the family, they understand what exactly they are suffering, they can help each other.
They would be able, yeah, at least they would, if one is getting angry, the other may calm down for
Surely,
that period
at least you
of
can
time.
pinpoint that it's because of this. You be alert.
Right. That's true. So How do you see Rutuja growing? What's the long-term vision for Rutuja?
Actually, there wasn't any plan of undergoing an NGO or something, because it's really taking hard times on the money part to continue a site for such long time for awareness. So I was advised by one of the person that why don't you, know, when you are doing so much activities related to women, why don't you do it on your a platform? So it clicked me, and that's how I thought that it shouldn't remain just concise to a website, but it should grow as an NGO. And it's in a process, legal process to start as an NGO. And because now I want to work as an NGO, I want to work on in each area related to women health, education, empowerment. So it has to be a wholesome. You just can't take one facet of the women and go on.
Right.
It has to be.
You want to not limit it to just PMS, but
Yeah,
take a holistic
approach, and
towards it.
definitely the health aspect remains the major core area, but then education is also important. Making them self independent is equally important, and making them know, understand their own powers and their own know, shaktis, that's also equally important. So it's going to be a holistic approach in the future to go on with this.
So, any similar organizations you are planning to work in tandem with, or no?
Basically, presently not. It's just in the beginning, so I'm just taking baby steps right now. So, not very clear cut idea how it's going to structure out in the future. But people are approaching when they see the work, when they see the blogs and the kind of awareness coming on social
any
media. Local organizations, as well as I get some approaches from Rajasthan and those kind of thing, because I haven't started the field work yet with respect to the NGO, but I am working from the platform of social media presently. So there are NGOs who want to approach from that angle, go for a public speaking or go for awareness competitions related
create awareness
to,
programs
related to this using the social platforms. So they are approaching from Rajasthan and those kind of areas, and I'm making friends eventually, and it's going on.
The area that you're working at, it's hard to break in. So,
Very hard. Actually, there is no funding coming from something like PMS. So if I want to say that I want to have an awareness program on only premenstrual syndrome, nobody is going to know understand what's that. It doesn't mean anything. I during my research, many doctors, they say it's just a phase, it's not to be addressed, but it's worsening day by day, and then it extends, and then the patient lands into depression for a permanent scale.
right.
So
No, but if it's cyclic, as in if it's going to happen every month, then
Yeah,
it becomes a very serious issue.
it's a serious issue, but it's not addressed that easily in India, and that's how people like, what's this PMS? Why you want to work on this? You work on, you will find a lot of NGOs working on menstrual hygiene, because there are people
there are
working
lot
on
of there's a lot
sanitary
of talk
pads
about
and-
menstrual hygiene.
Yeah, a lot of
and
menstrual hygiene work is going on, but then what about the mental health related to menses?
Nobody
It's very
talks
tricky.
about it.
Nobody turns up.
Okay, that's just great work you're doing. Any message for our viewers? Anything you want to tell them?
I just wish that you be more encouraging to our website. Keep visiting, keep visiting our blogs, write the comments, and let us know if there is any improvement required. We are always trying to be better. Try to see women, no, as a different entity, as an individual entity, and try to go within her, no, mental capacities, at the same time mental issues, because that's hardly addressed in terms of females, particularly in Indian background. So I am talking with reference to especially those sitting in the house of the villages. They are hardly addressed what's their need in terms of know their mental health, or how they are taking life. No, when I did my research, most of the females, they said I am satisfied with the life, and that's totally wrong. It was a wrong answer which I was knowing. When you ask them, they are like baddu barabar che, everything is fine, कोई problem नहीं है, but actually they are suffering into lot of problem, and we need to make them aware where they are getting that hinge, and if you can just contribute a little to their life, making their life more quality, I think the work will be accumulating much better, and it comes out as a wholesome for the society, because the ultimate reflection is from a mother. So if the mothers are healthy and feeling good, the child feels better, and if mother child feels better, definitely husbands get benefited, and then the society gets benefited. So you cannot neglect the role played by females all over the world.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nehal. And before we wind up, I have a small gift for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we wish
Gifts
you.
are always welcome.
Yes. We wish you all the very best, and I hope Rutuja succeeds beyond limits. And thank you to all of you for listening to this conversation. And as Dr. Nehal said, you can visit the website and you will find a way to write to her if you have any problems. You can directly approach her. Those messages won't be displayed on the website without your consent, and she'll be more than happy to respond to you personally. So,
I'll just share the email. It's rutujawomen@gmail.com, and the website is rutuja.org. Instagram page is Rutuja Women. So you can always find us over there.
so yeah, that's pretty much what you can do. And thanks a lot. And for now, it's bye. And we hope you are benefited from this conversation. And please do not hesitate to reach out to Rutuja at any point of time.
Thank you so much, Datta.
Thank you.